In today's news, the BVI team ready ahead of the CONCACAF game against Turks and Caicos Islands on Saturday. With Joy Samuel's primary school opening delayed, notice issued to parents late. No law to support degree requirements for trade licenses, and government to remove 10 cents per gallon fee from the BVI Electricity Corporation. Viewers, these and more stories when 284 News return.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Welcome viewers to the Friday, September 8th edition of 284 News. I am Kamal Haynes, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Leading today's news, the Department of Disaster Management has reported that the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Services has discontinued a tropical cyclone alert for the British Virgin Islands and the rest of the Leeward Islands as Hurricane Lee has exited the monitored area. However, monitoring of the system continues as it remains a powerful Category 5 storm with winds of 165 miles per hour moving west-northwest at 14 miles per hour. Hurricane Lee has undergone rapid intensification, making it one of the strongest hurricanes to be recorded this season. Currently, the storm poses no immediate threat to land, but it could generate large and dangerous swells that could reach the waters of the territory, as well as the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, Bermuda, and Hispaniola by the weekend. The rainfall is expected to be minimal, with no more than 2 inches of rain possible from Lee between now and Tuesday. But the Meteorological Services advises residents to continue to monitor Hurricane Lee until it is out of the area and to follow any warnings that may be issued accordingly. But the storm is expected to move west-northwestward for the next few days, followed by a turn to the north and then northeast by early next week. But the National Hurricane Center warns that Lee is, and I quote, extremely dangerous, end quote, and a hurricane, and urges people to monitor its progress and follow any advice from local authorities. The NHC also advises that another tropical storm, Margot, has formed in the eastern Atlantic and could become a hurricane by Friday. Moving on, viewers, where the Joy Samuel Primary School located in Bellevue will not be accessible to students and teachers for another week. The announcement of the delayed school opening came on the evening of Thursday, September 7th, via a letter to parents from the Acting Chief Education Officer, Mrs. Arlandette Crabb. But the letter said, and I quote, "In keeping with our mandate to address the infrastructural needs of schools, works commenced at the Joyce Samuels Primary School over the summer break. The work scheduled included renovations of the student bathrooms, painting of classrooms, and a restructuring of classroom floors. Efforts were made to complete the renovations in time for the reopening of the 2023 to 2024 school year. However, we regret to inform you that due to the delays on the project, the renovations will not be completed in time, but therefore it is necessary to postpone the start of the school by 1 week for the students of the Joy Samuel Primary School. But the new date for the reopening of the school is as follows. Orientation for new and transfer students Monday 18th September 2023. First day of classes Tuesday 19th September 2023, with the acting CEO closed by apologizing to parents for any inconvenience caused by the delay. A number of parents showed up to the school with children dressed in anticipation for orientation, only to find the school closed. Parents have taken to social media to share their frustration for the delayed opening and what they termed as a lack of communication to them regarding the matter. But the following are quotes shared by the teachers, which you can view viewers on our Twitter media platform. And more to come as this story develops. And moving on, viewers, where while there is currently no trade law or policy that necessitates that individuals hold degrees or certifications in order to be eligible to hold a business license in the Virgin Islands, members of the public continue to be denied at the application stage for not holding such qualifications. The Minister for Financial Services, Labour and Trade Deputy Premier Honourable Lorna Smith OBE told the House of Assembly on Tuesday that non-compliance with areas related to professional qualifications and certifications were among reasons that 181 people were denied trade licenses between January 1st, 2020 and June 26, 2023. Smith was at the time responding to questions posed by member for the 8th District, Honourable Marlon Penn, in what bordered on a heated exchange between the two. While Smith noted that in case of some industries, it is possible that other existing legislations could require the holding of special qualifications, she acknowledged the absence of trade law or policy which explicitly stipulated the necessity of such.
Madam Speaker, to my knowledge, there is currently no trade law or cabinet-approved policy that explicitly stipulates the necessity for degrees or certifications in the context of business licensing. However, I would like to point out that the practice of certain trades and professions is regulated by various other pieces of legislation. These laws might necessitate the holding of specific degrees or certifications to practice certain trades or professions, serving to ensure the competency and professional standard of individuals in these fields.
Smith went on to reveal that she has observed instances where the requirement for specific qualifications has been broadened beyond fields where it is applicable and enforced on other areas, a matter which she said she has every intention to address.
Professional certification, degrees, or training in specific subject areas is typically required by business owners or their intended employees in regulated professions or industries that require specialized knowledge and skills. These requirements ensure that individuals practicing these professions have attained a certain level of competence and expertise. During my now 3-month tenure as Minister for the subject matter, I have noticed that the prerequisite of having degrees and the certifications to start a business has sometimes broadened beyond regulated professions and industries. It is my goal, as soon as the Ministry has the necessary resources, to institute and outline formal trade licensing policies and procedures grounded in best practice. These guidelines will serve to steer the Department's future operations after comprehensive research and consultation are undertaken.
Up next, government to permanently remove 10 cents per gallon fee from the BVIEC Electricity Corporation, and 44 teaching vacancies filled ahead of school year, 15 vacancies left. But these and more stories after a word from our sponsors.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Looks like Johnny's ex-girlfriend finally found my car.
You've got CG. You're fine. I'll never forget the year those monkeys stole my car. They drove it over a cliff, burned the seats, and carved the words pineapple banana smoothie into all the doors. And that was after they used it for the bank heist. I don't blame them. It's their favorite smoothie, and I refuse to share the recipe.
No deductible for theft, malicious damage, and more. CG Insurance. Good like that.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man, forget you.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back, viewers. We'll have to move in to suspend the regulation that required the BVI Electricity Corporation to pay a wharfage fee of 10 cents per gallon on imported petroleum products. The government has announced that it will be permanently removing the provision. The Minister for Communication and Works, Honorable Kai Reimer, made a statement in the House of Assembly on Tuesday in response to a question posed by the Leader of the Opposition, Honorable Ronnie Skelton.
British Virgin Islands Electricity Corporation regulations to make BVIEC pay 10 cents for each gallon of fuel imported and used by the BVIEC for the production of electricity. This amendment was suspended for 1 year, and the 1 year has expired. Could the Honourable Minister of Communication and Works tell his Honourable House if it is his intention to ask for the provision to be further suspended, or will he have the amendment in force?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the provision remains suspended with the intention to amend the regulations to have it terminated in respect of the discharge.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Because, Madam Speaker, that will only increase the electricity bills in the territory.
On May 18, 2021, the BVIEC issued a press release announcing that under an amendment to the BVI Ports Authority regulations, which was approved by Cabinet and gazetted on April 15th, a wharfage fee of 10 cents per gallon would be charged on petroleum products discharged through a ship's pipeline to the BVIEC's facilities. But the BVIEC in the press release informed the public that due to the new fee, the cost would be transferred to residents' electricity bills from May 2021. After the news broke, residents voiced their dissatisfaction with the government for introducing the fee, which would have been an additional burden to their expenses. The then Premier Andrew Foy, in a subsequent press conference, announced that he was moving to exempt the BVIEC from paying that wharfage fee. But that exemption, according to a cabinet statement from the May 28th meeting, only lasted for a period of 1 year with effect from April 15th, 2021. According to Reimer, despite the stipulated period, the fee continues to be suspended to date. Well, some 44 teaching vacancies have been filled ahead of the 2023 to 2024 academic school year. The Minister for Education, Honorable Shari De Castro, made the announcement in the House of Assembly on Tuesday, September 5th, as she updated the public on the work of her ministry in filling the teaching vacancies. But she was responding to questions posed by opposition legislator Honorable Stacey Mater, as she informed members of the House of Assembly that 15 vacancies remained.
A total of 59 educators were needed to ensure a full complement at the start of the new school year. Specifically, 24 educators were needed at the primary level, while 35 were required at the secondary level. The Ministry of Education prioritized teacher recruitment over the last few months, and as such, most of these positions have been filled. Madam Speaker, the Teaching Service Commission recommended the employment of 44 applicants. I am pleased to report that of the 44 applicants, 38 of these teachers are in place and preparing for the first day of school, while the remaining 6 applicants are expected to be in the territory by mid-September. This leaves 15 vacant teaching positions to be filled. Of these 15, 6 are at the primary level and 8 are on the secondary level.
The Castro said it was not an easy task to fill the vacancies, as the process was thorough and included a number of rejections from some of the pursued candidates.
I would like to take this opportunity to express immense gratitude to the members of the Teaching Service Commission and the Human Resources Unit in the Ministry of Education for the countless hours dedicated to ensuring that our classrooms were adequately staffed for the start of the school year. Madam Speaker, this was a mammoth task. The selection of the right teachers for our classrooms involved a robust process which oftentimes included multiple rounds of interviews. The process was further complicated by the competitive climate surrounding the recruitment of teachers. Over the course of the last few months, the ministry received an unprecedented number of refusals after offers were extended. Most of the individuals who rejected the offer cited dissatisfaction with the remuneration package proposed as the basis for their refusal. I urge the honorable member, a fellow educator, and this entire House to support the Ministry of Education's quest to prioritize compensation for educators during the compensation review process.
The minister also attributed the success of the recently established Let's Teach VI initiative to filling more than half of the vacancies. She said under the program, the ministry successfully hired 10 teacher trainees and 17 teacher recruits.
I am pleased to report that the ministry has successfully hired 10 brilliant and ambitious teacher trainees who have joined the ranks of our primary educators. The teacher recruit program has attracted college graduates from various academic majors, occupations, and backgrounds into the teaching profession. Madam Speaker, I am pleased to report that the ministry has successfully hired 17 enthusiastic and motivated teacher recruits who are dedicated to developing their skills in the profession. Teacher recruits will be required to teach in schools for a minimum of 2 years. Both teacher trainees and recruits will be enrolled at the H. Lavisseau Community College's Institute of Education to become qualified teachers. Madam Speaker, the ministry is excited about the overwhelming success of this program because we see the long-term benefit of developing our local teaching pool and providing multiple pathways into the field of education.
Up next, BVI team ready ahead of CONCACAF game against Turks and Caicos Islands, and YEP completes summer program. But these stories when 284 News return.
Got it. At VI Motors, we've got it. All your vehicles, we've got it. All your auto parts, we've got it. Everything you need, we've got it. We've got oil, it's stock. We've got batteries, it's stock. We've got tires, it's stock. Even brakes, yes sir. Yes! VI Motors, pioneering the automotive industry in the Virgin Islands since 1966 with leading brands like Toyota, Chevy, and Honda. We even do custom orders. We have all the top brands in automotive parts as well, so you know you're getting quality. Come visit us at Duff's Bottom, Tortola. Go to our website at vimotors.com or just call us at 494-2496. Remember, VI Motors, we've got it. All your vehicles, we've got it. All your auto parts, we've got it. Everything you need, we've got it. We've got it.
That's out.
That's 6.
That's out.
With great service and fast claims response, we're like a home match that isn't played at your actual home. CG Insurance. Good like that.
My turn. Oh, come on, guys.
Looks like Johnny's ex-girlfriend finally found my car.
You've got CG. You're fine. I'll never forget the year those monkeys stole my car. They drove it over a cliff, burned the seats, and carved the words pineapple banana smoothie into all the doors. And that was after they used it for the bank heist. I don't blame them. It's their favorite smoothie, and I refuse to share the recipe.
No deductible for theft, malicious damage, and more. CG Insurance. Good like that.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. The British Virgin Islands senior football team is ready ahead of their CONCACAF Nation League Group C fixture against the Turks and Caicos Islands on Saturday, September 9th. While speaking ahead of the match at a press conference on Friday, BVIEC coach Chris Kewumia addressed the team's training regime in preparation of the fixture.
Everything's gone this week. We've had a good training camp. All the players have been working really hard and trying to implement what we, the coaches, have been working on. We know it's going to be a difficult game. Turks and Caicos are in good form and they've won the last 2 games. So, we're looking forward to the challenge and I think the players are ready at this moment in time.
Coach Chris also listed the full BVI squad, which he said consists of a mixture of young, talented local ballers.
Yeah, the squad is, we've got Mackay Waters, Daniel Guilford, Simon Cross, Justin Smith, Troy Caesar, Phil Nelson, Miguel Marshall, Christian Javier, Jaden Abrams, Giovanni Grant, Kai Williams, Josh Bertie, Tosh Collymore, Luca Chalwell, Robbie Green, Carlos Septis, Tyler Forbes, Jari Lacey, Jake Forbes, Sheldon Tony, Alejandro Santos, Nazani Colwood.
A BVI captain Troy Caesar also spoke on the team's readiness, stating that he is pleased with how training sessions have been going.
For me, preparation has been outstanding. We're taking that positivity from Puerto Rico game into this game. We only can get better. As I said before, we're taking one step at a time. We have a very young team, and all I can do is show my experience to the younger team, and so that they can be able to show that out on the field and tomorrow.
Meanwhile, Turks and Caicos coach Ricky Hill said his team is in great form entering the BVI fixture after enjoying 3 consecutive victories in previous CONCACAF fixtures.
And from our perspective, as you alluded to earlier, we are in a decent run of form, and from my perspective particularly, just joining the Turks and Caicos Association, I'd like to see if we can continue maintaining that vein of form that we were in currently. I know it's going to be difficult in respect to we're away from home, we've got the challenges of overnight travel, a couple of flights and changing, which is all part and parcel of the game. I'm hoping that the guys will get rested today, do a little bit later on this afternoon, and be fresh for tomorrow to put on a good show for the fans and for obviously representing Turks and Caicos.
Last but not least was captain of the Turks and Caicos Islands, Billy Forbes, who expressed that his side is ready to face the BVI.
As preparation goes, we're ready. I mean, day before a game, so you can't be less ready than that. Our teams are buzzing, ready to go. We have a young group of guys that are ready for the opportunities. We have an experienced coach that's helping us to understand his game plan since it's really new. But as far as preparation goes, we're ready to go.
Viewers, that match is set to commence at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, September 9th, at the A.L. Shirley Recreation Ground. Now moving on to our final story, viewers, where the Youth Empowerment Center of the Virgin Islands in Paraquita Bay, Tortola, has completed another summer of enlightenment through summer camps. Well, our Ron Grant has this exclusive report.
Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Fat Hawks Bay, Tortola. We are at the Youth Empowerment Center, where a number of students across the Virgin Islands have benefited from a free summer program. Of course, they have been interactive and covering a number of topics. We spent the day here just so you, the public, could get a first-hand experience at a YEP summer. Let's go.
is Ronald Jefferson. Right now, I'm doing nitrotype. And nitrotype is a very fun game to help you with your typing. I like the summer program. I like playing flag, dragon bone, volleyball, football. I mostly like sports, and the summer camp is very fun. I would recommend summer program.
My name is Chance Pickering, and I'm 10 years old. And what I loved about the program is that we get to learn how to type, how to cook, the fun activities, and how to draw and paint.
My name is Miss Crab, Mackenzie Crab. I have been liking the program so far. There are some rules that we have to follow, but they are not too strict. One of my funnest activities is playing card games, and I love just connecting with everybody and making new friends.
My name is Renelle. I'm liking it so far. It's fun. Some of the rules are good. My favorite thing to do is make art and craft with Miss O and cook in the kitchen. And I like to play basketball sometimes, and dodgeball is fun.
Stacy Mather, I am the Executive Director of the Youth Empowerment Project, located presently in Fat Hogs Bay. Our program has been operating since the beginning of July. I think it was July the 4th, the 5th. It's been going consecutively weekdays up until now. We did take a break during the festival to allow the children and their families to enjoy festival. At present, we have over 90 children enrolled, which is customary. Of that 90, the majority of them are boys. We enroll children from 7.5 years old up to about 15, and this is our 18th consecutive summer of free programming for children in the territory. They go from 7.5 to 15, and we divide them based on their gender. Traditionally in the past, we would have somewhere between 7 or 8 instructors. At present, I think we have about 6. We do not have assistants this year. We decided not to do that. What we did do was take high schoolers, 2 high school students, and we promoted them to the position of instructor because they showed tremendous potential, and we wanted to give them an opportunity to work within the community, set an example for the younger children that are enrolled in YEP, and also give them a chance to, make some money for the summer. We have children primarily from the 7th and 8th district. Those are children who are enrolled in our after-school program, and then they get automatic enrollment in our out-of-school time programs or vacation programs. We do have children from across the island of Tortola. In the past, we've had children from Virgin Gorda, Just Van Dyke, and different places. It all depends. We even have children that return here during the summer, and we will give them an opportunity if they were once in the program or something like that. In terms of the free enrollment for YEP, YEP continues to offer free enrollment because we do understand that, childcare or providing summer programs is very costly for parents. And if you look around at a lot of the programs that are offered, they do have a cost that puts it out of the range for a lot of people. So with us, what we try to do is balance that by having, we spend a year raising funds with partners like Unite, BVI, and others to try to have funding to make sure that these programs, at least the programs we offer, remain free. Because of our free enrollment, we're also able to offer some programs that maybe persons might not get access to. And that's an interesting spin to it, because you would think if you're paying, you're going to get more, but that's not necessarily all the case. So for us, for example, we're doing coding and we're doing digital drawing and those things that are based on STEM. And we've been doing those things for over a decade, right? We're still doing swimming, we're doing art, which is something, as you know, in elementary schools in the BVI, art is not something that's a formal subject. So we do craft, we do painting, we've been doing a lot of team building exercises over the years, anger management, we do volleyball, softball, we even dabble sometimes in basketball and dodgeball. We've been doing horticulture, farm to table, where they're learning to germinate seeds, harvest. We've been doing culinary arts and those kind of things. So there is a lot of things that happen at YEP that is built into our programs, because we have over 40 programs, so we rotate them during the summer and during the year to make sure children have a better experience as to what we have to offer. We didn't do any community service activities this year. We did do field trips and things like that, but the experience continues to be what we like to term the YEP summer experience, which means when a child is finished with our program, their summer has been so filled with activities that they're eager to go back to school because they have a lot of things to talk about versus a child who maybe didn't have that opportunity to do it. So I am an advocate of free after-school programming and free summer program for children in the territory. And if it can't be free, then it should be subsidized. And I'm hoping as time goes by that we can finally see where more children are given the opportunity to attend programs versus being left at home. So to the parents and guardians who've trusted us over the years with their children, and even the ones who are new to us this summer, I want to say thank you. Thank you for trusting YEP, the board of directors, the supporters of YEP, the staff of YEP, with your children for the summer. I'm hoping that it was a fun experience for them. There was a mix of learning and a mix of entertainment for them. As they head back to school this year and they start the 2023-2024 school year, I encourage you to be watchful of your children, be invested in what they're doing, encourage them to go the extra mile, to believe in themselves, and above all, encourage them when they need that encouragement to push forward and do what they need to do. As a society and a community, I encourage everyone, when you see a child on the street, if you know them, ask them how they're doing in school. If you see them with an adult and you know the adult, talk with the adult and ask the child, how are you doing in school? And if that child is saying they're doing well, tell them you're proud of them, tell them you encourage them. In order for us to build a better BVI, it is built through our children, and our children need to know that we believe in them and we're invested in them, and that can only be done through our actions and our words.
Viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com and like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Kamal Haynes. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend. Bye-bye.